Good acting.
Good acting. Pluses.
A lot more emotional story than you got just from the dialogue. Lots of use of visuals and body language and other things that told us things about these characters that they didn't necessarily explain in their words.
Subtext.
Subtext all over the place.
Lack of rabbit trails.
What's that?
Lack of rabbit trails.
Oh.
Not a lot of adding extra things that don't lead anywhere. You don't have a lot of loose ends to the
Very
point of-
focused.
What about that?
Yeah, very
Rabbit
focused.
trails. What else? Anything else?
Nice cameo by the producer.
That's good.
Cameo by the producer. I'll leave that one off for now. What else? What else?
Great tension. It was
Good
wonderful.
tension.
Excellent tension.
Tension. Good. What else?
Oh, great camera work. We have to say that.
Camera. No, the camera.
It won an award.
The camera work was very good. I mean, it was. I mean, you're using the most powerful thing that filmmakers have is close-ups, and this is a scene that you can play almost all in close-ups because it can require that. And
It was
so-
also very active. I mean, that camera was under the table. It was across. It kept,
Yeah.
it never got just the talking heads. It was,
No, and it was well lit. The set was very well lit. It didn't look overly lit. It looked just about right. Anything else? What else? What else is going for it?
The music really helped tell the story and drive the emotion.
Music was good. If you don't notice the music, it's doing the right thing. Okay, what else?
Sound design.
Sound design. That.
I thought it was an effective use of flashbacks.
Flashbacks? Yeah, the flashbacks worked okay. Talk about that a little bit later. But what about anything else?
I don't know if you'd call it a device, but having the child come in really amped up the tension with the firearm, the peril for a little boy.
Okay, Jeopardy. There was some good use of Jeopardy.
It was also a good save the cat moment when
Yeah.
the villain took care of the kid.
Save the cat. Basically, it's well, the filmmaker wanted you to have some empathy for this guy,
Right.
and so they humanized him because they're going to make him look bad later on. And so he basically sees this could be a big problem, and he intervenes. Okay, so it's the save the cat moment. Anything else? Things you liked?
Yeah, little subtleties made it really pretty good.
Some subtle things.
Tiny subtleties.
Closure.
Closure. There was closure. It finished.
There was no question. He goes up to talk to the cops. You're not wondering, well, what does he do? Does he go to a safe surrender? Does he go to the police? He goes right to them. So you have resolution.
Right. You have closure. What about? As I said, it was the right size for a short. They didn't try to do something out of the size of what you can do in a short film like this. It's a little bit of a stretch, but basically it is pretty good. One thing I think I put down here is it is a good premise. You've got two very strong conflicts going on. You've got on one hand a person who wants to kill somebody, on the other hand a person who wants forgiveness. And you're putting that together in the same scene. They have two diametrically opposed goals, and they're both fighting for those goals. I would say the concept of good biblical theme of forgiveness. As I said, it's the right length for a short film. Okay, what are some things that could have been better? What are some things that weren't quite as good?
Yeah, this is about the fourth time I've watched this movie. I still don't understand. I understand generally, but I don't understand why he wanted to kill the other person. I mean, exactly what he did wrong.
Did that pull you out of the film a little bit?
No, but after watching it for the fifth time, it's like,
Right.
it was.
There's missing exposition, and I think it's not a lot, but every time you miss something that the audience wants to know, it pulls them out of the story a little bit. And if you pull them out of the story, there's always the possibility you're going to lose them. And so that I think it was just, there were some really cool little flashbacks in there. I'm guessing, I wasn't there in the editing room, but I would guess that maybe that was running a little long and you had to condense it a little, maybe not.
I mean, we knew
We
we didn't shoot more than that, so
Yeah, right, okay.
we knew we wouldn't be able to do
Well, I always felt like that. I wish there were subtitles, or louder dialogue. I like the underplay dialogue, because these guys are talking really just they don't want everybody to hear them, but it's hard for me to hear. So I keep going, oh, I wish that was subtitled.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
this
the
is a
sound.
perfect case of trying to figure out how much exposition to put in and how much to leave out. And I think there's just a little too much left out.
Exposition, right?
Yeah, exposition. And if you just needed to know, what did the guy do that got the other guy so ticked off? That's all we basically need to know, and we got bits and pieces, but we just didn't quite get. You killed my dad. I mean, that's all we really need to know. And that needed to be clear, and it was just all the other things about the setup of why he did it and how he did it, and he was trying to justify it. I mean, it's helpful, but the real piece, the bare minimum exposition, remember I said, what's the bare minimum? The bare minimum is, you killed my dad. And we know he's there to get revenge. What else? What else could have been better?
Well, it was all handheld camera. Was it, at some parts were jittery. Was that on purpose? Or distracted me a little bit.
So I think that bothered anybody else?
Not enough
Not-
to.
It didn't bother me, but it's a possibility that the
Some
handheld,
parts.
there are some people who really react. I have a friend who reacts very strongly to that. I don't as much, but but then I sat through the Blair Witch Project, and
Was that in a flashback?
yeah, that's
Well, the whole thing was
so.
Somewhat.
Well, it was a style element. It had
Yeah.
to be. I mean,
Well, sometimes, like, what was the one with Will Smith? He's a super guy.
Hancock.
Yeah, I was surprised that they did that, almost the whole thing handheld. But there's a difference between kind of a gentle handhold and like a nervous jitter.
Right.
And
There's a Paul Greengrass give you a split if you want to puke.
What about believability elements? Anybody have problems with believability during the story? Things that just didn't quite work for you? Let's think.
the director did.
No, things that were a stretch, things that just kind of pulled you a little bit.
Seemed a little, I want to say, seemed a little that it sort of, gosh, how do I put it?
well, I question why a restaurant, if he was gonna blow the guy away, why he picked a restaurant to meet him.
Well, no, the other guy picked the
Yeah, they
restaurant.
picked the
The guy
restaurant.
picked it.
The other guy picked the restaurant because he didn't want.
Brunette picked the restaurant.
Yeah, the guy
Okay,
who
so he wouldn't blow away.
No, he called for me. He wanted to say. We assume we wanted a place where there couldn't be a big ruckus.
Well, I mean, we don't know in a lot of details, but this guy was apparently once a sheriff, but lost his badge. He's got a gun out in a public place. We hope he's got a carry permit, and that there's some issues like how free would he be with a gun in a public place. But I felt like he was being pretty discreet about it.
I thought the acting performances were very good, and they pulled off some things that you wouldn't normally get away with lesser actors in the story.
Mhm.
And I think there was some. I think there's some believability dings. I think basically, here's a guy who finally is caught up with the guy he's been chasing and wants to kill, and he didn't seem to be active enough to me in getting that goal. I mean, if you walked in and you wanted somebody, and this is the person you've been after for years, would you just sit there and remain in conversation with them? I mean, yeah, there's a restaurant there, but there's things. What are some of the things that you might do to try to get that person? I mean, obviously he wants, huh?
Strangle.
Yeah, but no, he wants to get him out of the restaurant. What might he do? I mean,
You
if
start a
you're
fire in the bathroom, show up 3 hours early to wait for the guy and shoot him before he walks into the restaurant.
yeah, I think the thing is there might be other things that he would obviously he knows it's a restaurant. I mean, for instance, he walks in. And this is one I have with problem with one of the lines. He says, "Why'd you pick a busy restaurant?" He knows it's a busy restaurant. He knew that when he came in there, and so the thing is, he should have had a plan. He seems to have no plan. It's like I think that he would have been more active in trying to get the guy out of the restaurant. Now, if he's the guy with the goal, he's coming into the restaurant. I'm assuming that he's caught this guy. He's not coming to talk. The other guy's coming to talk. He's not coming to talk. So he would do things to get the guy out. He would take advantage of situations. He would try to play situations. At least he would tell him, "You're going to walk with me outside, and no one will get hurt. If you don't, people will get hurt. Is that what you want?" and then maybe something else. Maybe the two cops could walk in and that would stop that goal, okay? But the point is, he didn't even take that effort. And I just found it unbelievable. This guy had been chasing him for years. He finally caught up with him, that he would just sit there.
Yeah.
Another thing is the ending. I thought the actors pulled off a really good thing at the ending, but I think as I'm watching it, I'm thinking the dialogue alone didn't quite convince me that this guy would just walk away and let him go. I found that, you know, it's like it was okay, and we'll talk about that in some more detail. I think, well, let's just go through the thing piece by piece, because I said I wanted to look at the dialogue here. And
Was there a cop in the cafe?
At the bar.
at the
Yeah,
bar,
the counter, was
yeah.
it?
By the end of the scene, there were two cops down there that had come in.
So that's why that's why they didn't kill him, because the cops.
Yeah,
I
I think I can leave, as long as you turn that light off over there, I can leave the other light on, because this is pretty bright. So let's just run this again. And I'm gonna stop it occasionally, and